the gun. It's Jackson. He's trying to throw a sharp, but it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talked about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. After the sack on 1st down, Jackson. A diving catch. And they're going to get this beyond the 30 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. Open man, Butler complete. Down the middle for getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Benardrick McKinney, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Green Bay out to the task there in coverage and forcing a fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my own college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. DJ Chark, 48 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs. If you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color?
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown.
Todd Gurley, 75 yards. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Darrell Taylor brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Here's Jackson on third and long. Trying to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
14, Saints 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And we'll get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown.
A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he'll let this one go deep for... This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. It's a big play there for the Saints. 61 yards. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Well, that was a quick hitter drive. They had the huge play to get him down near the goal line, and then they run it in. I don't know that the defense ever had a chance to catch their breath.
A lot of the time now, when we see people hit big plays, and each team defines a big play their own way, 10, 15-yard gains. In this case, it was a huge gain. They often want to hurry up and go right away. Keep the momentum going, hit them again, and I think we just saw that there. The second play resulted in pay dirt.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
3 yards. First down, Packers.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Gurley. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
The ball carrier.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the 50, Newton. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. J.J. Watt. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Down. 3rd and 15.
3rd and long. It's Newton. And he's going to go down again. Cameron Jordan. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Absolutely. That sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On first down, it's Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2nd and 12. Devin White able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First down.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And now lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Alvin Kamara.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
He may try to run for this. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short at first. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka.
A 28-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
They got his man complete. 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. DJ Chark, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Saints have retaken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. And Xavier Woods with a pick. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Complete. It's Johnson. Getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. becomes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
From the 25 on second down, Jackson, and his throw is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there, and that takes us from second to third down.
Brings up third.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
But we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This is Jackson. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Jackson on first down. That's complete to Butler. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position, because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On second down, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now Jackson on first down. This is Butler making the catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Jackson will throw again. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased onto the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Pressure. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So a decision to make there. They decline the penalty as they'd rather force the 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Okay, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Newton. He'll go up top here for Hamler. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Packers.
Newton's pass.
KJ Hamler, 83 yards. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete.
Well, the risk of sounding like I'm going overboard for an incomplete pass, that was a really nice play there. Surveyed the situation, didn't want to take a sack, airmailed it out of bounds. Pretty good poise for a rookie.
Absolutely. The youngster, you can learn a lot from those types of plays, can't you?
Certainly can. You learn a lot about a young guy trying to play the quarterback position.
And this throw caught left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. And Walker has it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does. Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off near the 34. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Let's get it. Come on. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now following the interception, here's Newton. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 33 yards. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown.
It is good.
Hauschka with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5.
Saints 30.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, hey, it's just going to be a risk of You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now Jackson on 1st and 10. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Mack Wilson in to drop him behind the line for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
Jackson. Flushed out right. Complete. He finds Sharp and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Johnson. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. DJ Chark saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Now Jackson. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3.
Packers 35.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. KJ Hamler returning it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. That one complete to Hill. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down. Newton. And his throw is going to be incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And it'll bring up third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Packers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And it looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
20.
Again, this is Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown.
Todd Gurley. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. He's going to air one, and that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 33, and that play started back at their own 33. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And that's off the mark, incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Jackson. And the catch made by Johnson. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Jackson to throw. They can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Mack Wilson in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll look to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. It is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. He's back to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Touchdown.
Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. He'll look to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
First down, Green Bay.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off here to 29. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that?